Okay, so you're thinking about university. It's a huge decision, right? If the National College of Business Administration and Economics, or NCBA&E, is on your radar, then this explainer is for you. We're going to cut through all the noise and get right to what this university is all about so you can figure out if it's the perfect fit for you. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to get to know NCBNE. Then we'll dive into what you can actually study there. We'll break down all the different degrees you can get. And maybe most importantly, we'll look at what really makes this place stand out. And we'll wrap it all up with the one question that matters most. Is this the right place for you? All right, let's jump right in. First things first, who exactly are we talking about here? Let's properly meet the National College of Business Administration and Economics, which you'll hear everyone call NCBNE. You know, every university has a motto, but this one's worth a second look. Inspiring leadership, transforming communities. Right off the bat, that tells you their goal isn't just about handing you a piece of paper. It's about shaping you into someone who can actually lead and make a real impact out in the world. So what's their backstory? Well, NCBA&E kicked off in 1994, starting as a single private institute in Lahore. But fast forward to today, and it's grown into a full-blown, multi-campus university. And here's the key part. It's officially recognized by Pakistan's Higher Education Commission. That's a huge stamp of approval. Okay, so you're probably wondering, what can I actually study here? The whole university is broken down into what they call faculties. Just think of them as big, specialized departments. Let's take a quick tour through them. First up, and this is no surprise given the name, right? The Faculty of Business Administration. This is really their bread and butter. It's where you'll learn everything about the business world, from finance and accounting to marketing and management. The whole shebang. Next, we have the Faculty of Computer Science. And listen, this isn't just about learning to code. We're talking about the skills that are literally building our future. Things like artificial intelligence, data science, and cybersecurity. This is where you go to create tomorrow's tech. Then there's the Faculty of Social Sciences. This is for anyone who's just fascinated by people. It's all about understanding what makes us tick, how we build societies, and how we communicate with each other. If you're into psychology or international relations, this is your zone. Now, for those who want to understand the fundamental rules of the universe, there's the Faculty of Natural Sciences. Here, you'll dive into things like mathematics and statistics, basically the languages that our world is written in, all the way down to biology, the science of life itself. And finally, for all the creators and storytellers out there, we have the Faculty of Arts and Humanities. This is where human culture and creativity really shine. Whether you're painting a masterpiece, designing the next big fashion trend, or getting lost in the world's greatest literature. All right, so we've seen what you can study. The next logical question is how? Let's look at the different paths you can take to earn your degree from the very first step all the way to the absolute top of the academic ladder. The great thing is, NCB&E seems to have a pathway for pretty much everyone. You can start with the 2-year associate degree to get into a field quickly. If you want the full deep dive university experience, the 4-year bachelor's is for you. From there, you can specialize with a master's degree. And for those who want to reach the absolute pinnacle, the PhD is waiting. Now let's zoom in a bit. Take a look at these 2-year associate degrees. This is not some old school dusty curriculum. You're seeing things like fintech, cybersecurity, and AI. These are programs built to get you skills for the jobs that exist right now. They're designed to get you ready for the workforce fast. And that same modern approach carries right over to the 4-year bachelor's degrees. I mean, they're not just offering business, they're offering digital marketing and business analytics. It shows they're really thinking about blending that core, foundational knowledge with the specific tech skills that employers are actually looking for. Once you move on to graduate studies, you've got a couple of choices. The MPhil is for the deep divers, the people who want to become true experts and researchers in a field. Then you've got the MBA, which is for the climbers, the future leaders. They even have an executive MBA, which is perfect for working professionals who want to level up their skills. And then there's the PhD. This is the top of the mountain. At this level, you're not just learning anymore, you're actually creating new knowledge. You're pushing the boundaries of what's known in your field and becoming one of the leading voices in it. Whew, okay, that is a lot of programs. So now you're probably asking the big question. With so many universities out there, why pick this one specifically? Let's dig into a few things that really make NCBA&E stand out. Well, for starters, how about this? Number 2. That's not just some random number. That's the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan ranking NCBAE as the second best in the entire country for business education. That is a massive seal of approval on their flagship programs. Another big plus is its reach. This isn't a university that's just stuck in one place. They have multiple campuses in Lahore, plus sub-campuses in other major cities. Essentially, they're bringing education closer to where people are, which gives you a lot more flexibility. And let's be real, university life is about more than just what happens in the classroom. They've got a bunch of active student societies, and this stuff matters. It's where you meet people, work on cool projects, and start building that professional network that will help you out long after you've graduated. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here, so now let's bring it all back home, to you. It's time to think about your next step. So let's recap. We've seen a university with a top-ranked business school, a serious focus on modern tech skills, and a network of campuses making it more accessible. So the final question is pretty simple. Does this place have the right path for your goals and your ambitions? Only you can answer that one. Thanks for tuning in.